Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of war game review institutions. This is an unboxing of War Galley and its module Salamis. So let's take a look at War Galley and see what it's about. This is actually Len's game. He let me borrow it. War Galley is the 7th volume in the multi-award winning Great Battles of History series, but the first to venture entirely into the waters of the Mediterranean Sea. It is also the first historical board game published in 2 decades to address galley warfare. As such, GMT's War Galley is almost a complete history of this era of war at sea. It says solitaire suitability is high, complexity is medium. Let's take a look inside. Here's the rulebook. Rulebook's 16 pages. Here's the sequence of play. Wind determination phase, squadron determination, initiative phase, speed level determination phase, command squadron activation phase, movement segment, and then boarding segment, and then phase pass segment, and end segment. Alright, so now it's going into facing and movement. And here it's got the stacking rules. Looks like you can only have a stacking limit is 1. There it's going over naval commanders ramming. That's fun. Raking oars. And the anastrophe, it says it combines the rake and ram tactic. Here we go, boarding. That's definitely useful, especially if... does this cover the Romans too? Yeah, I would... Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, the Romans did a lot of boarding. They had those... I forget what it was called. It was something, it was like a big pin they would drop on another ship, and it would... stop the other ship, basically connect the boats together, and they'd go across a plank onto it and use infantry tactics to take the ship. Here's going on over flame missiles. Cool. This looks pretty good so far. Here's a scenario book. Let's see if there's any Roman stuff in here. Laid, Persia versus Ionian League, Argusia, Athens versus Sparta, Carthage versus Syracuse. Here we have Antigonids versus Ptolemaics, and Rome versus Carthage. Excellent, excellent. Drepanum, Rome versus Carthage, First Punic War. Excellent. And here's another one for Rome versus Carthage in the First Punic War. And here's Macedon versus Rhodes and Pergamum, or however you pronounce that. And here's Rhodes versus Syria. Another Rhodes versus Syria one. And here's Caesarians versus Octavius. Nice. And here you have Agrippa, which is Caesarians versus Sextus Pompey. Cool. This looks awesome. Agrippa and Octavian versus Antonius and Cleopatra. Cool. Alright, here's your fleet record sheet. Lots of baggies to store counters unless you're going to use a counter tray. And here's some errata. Look at the maps in a minute. It says your ramming table, sinking table, and raking table, along with a grappling table, disengage table, missile fire, and boarding. Alright. Got your sequence of play written on this one. And wind table, double activation table, command transfer table, order confusion table, fatigue table, and a firefight table. And here's a bunch of the counters. I mean, they look They look pretty decent. The only thing is they're half-inch counters, a lot of them, which is kind of small. The ships, though, are bigger, as you can imagine. Quite a few counters, actually. Here's some more counters. And he's got a counter tray in there. I'm not sure if the counter tray was included or if he bought that on his own, and some dice. The maps look like just standard naval maps. Yeah, just two of them. Alright, let's go and look at the module here. Looks like the module's got counters, a map, and some rules. Let's take a look at the rules. Alright, so these are actually not really rules. These are more like scenarios, which is fine. Alright, so you get some more scenarios, and you get a new map of a different part of the sea. Thanks for watching. If you've tried this, definitely chime in and let us know how it is. I want to try this because I like RAM speed for metagaming, and this looks like something right up my alley. Have a good evening.